Today, I'm building 33 LEGO dragons, starting with small and cheap dragons, and then getting bigger, more dangerous, and more expensive with each one, even including some dragons worth thousands of dollars. The first dragon comes as an accessory to this sorceress minifigure, and this dragon is so tiny that it can literally sit on the end of my finger. It's one molded piece, so it doesn't move and it can't fly, but it's perfect for a baby dragon. This dragon is quite a bit larger than the first one, and it's pretty posable for its size, with lots of different movable pieces. You can also turn it into a fish without any extra parts, or if you want something different, you can also turn it into a parrot. The dragon is my favorite out of all three options, but this next set is way more fun to play with. This LEGO set is over 30 years old, and it comes with the first ever LEGO dragon. The castle is built on a big raised base plate, and it has a big dragon head on the side. There's also this spot where the bad guys can break into the castle, but thankfully there's a jail to lock them up once they're caught. If the jail gets too full, there's a trap door at the top that lets you drop minifigures into the dragon's den, and now the jail is ready for more prisoners. This set comes with two dragons, including this yellow baby dragon and a bigger green dragon. This is the first dragon in our lineup with a rider. It has swords on the end of its tail for fighting enemies, and even though it has pretty big wings for its size, it's not very good at flying. Moving on to the next dragon, this is the Hungarian Horntail from Harry Potter. This set comes with some wizards, a tent with a brick-built bed, and the dragon guarding a golden egg. The wings on this dragon are actually a little bit see-through, and it has some really cool detailed printing on the head. It's a pretty straightforward build, but this next one is more fun. This is Cole's Earth Dragon, and it starts off as a pretty basic build, but the cool thing about this set is that you can actually upgrade it with extra pieces by adding wings, horns, and a longer body and tail to make it bigger and more powerful. It also comes with a 6-leg bone scorpion creature that the villain can ride into battle, which is a fun little extra. This is a 3-in-1 creator set that can also be built into a sea serpent or a phoenix, and the dragon is entirely brick built with no specialized molds for the head or wings, which is pretty impressive for how good it looks. It has the exact same color scheme as the dragon from the fire-breathing fortress set we looked at earlier, so it basically looks like a grown-up version of that dragon. The wings fold in and out and move up and down, and it also has quite a bit of posability. It comes with a treasure chest, and this is where the dragons start to get a little bit bigger. The coolest part about this dragon is that it has two heads. The wings on the back can move back and forth if you push on this part here, and if you push this, it shoots a large projectile launcher in the chest that you can use to fight against enemies. Both heads are posable, and the dragon has a menacing stance. It's generally pretty tall, and it's stronger than this next dragon, which costs $70. This dragon has a really unique look with a red and purple color scheme and these chains around its neck and wrists. It actually starts out chained to a small side build, and then you can free it by unlocking the chains with these prismatic blade accessories. It's got some stud shooters, and it has a lot of posable areas with different amounts of articulation. It's over 9 inches tall, which makes it one of the bigger Ninjago dragons at this price point. To add on to this though, this next set comes with a Spectre dragon that can actually combine together with Thunderfang to create one massive dragon, which is a really great feature if you own both sets. The mech itself can transform between mech mode and jet mode, and it looks great in both configurations. It's a pretty large set, and overall it's one of the more unique dragon related sets in the lineup because you're getting a mech and a dragon together in one. The dragon from this next set actually looks really cool with a custom molded head, brick built horns, and these translucent purple scales. It has pretty decent posability for its size, and it's a unique looking dragon overall. It's definitely the highlight of this set because the mini dolls that come with it don't look great. I know they're going for the Disney princess style with this set, but this dragon is just way more cool than the rest of what's here. This dragon is more of a display piece, and it captures the look of Toothless really well. It has a saddle on its back and the repaired tail fin from the movie, which is a nice detail. You can put a fish in the dragon's mouth, and you can get some fun expressions from the face with all the posable pieces. It's not the most accurate Toothless ever built, but it's pretty adorable. This is Nia's dragon from the Seabound season of Ninjago, and at over 21 inches long, it's actually one of the longest Ninjago dragons they've ever made. The tail can be used as a weapon, and the wings have this fluttering play feature that looks cool when you move them back and forth. It comes with a mini submarine with a cockpit for Zane, and this really cool NRG Nia minifigure that's become quite expensive. The aquatic color scheme really makes this dragon stand out from all the other dragons in the lineup. This set splits apart into a dragon, a jet, a vehicle, and a mech, and when you combine everything together, it turns into this massive combiner mech with the dragon mounted on its back. The individual builds are all pretty solid on their own, but the combined form is the best part for sure. This is another mech and dragon combo set, but this time you can actually put the mech on top of the dragon as a rider. The mech has a cool cape design, and the dragon has mini jet engines on the wing, which give it a really aggressive look. I'm a big fan of the head design on this dragon, and it brings something unique when we add it in with all the others. I want to look at these next three dragons together because the first Ender Dragon is from 2019, the next one is from 2024, and the newest one is from 2026, so there's a full 7 years of design improvement between all of them. The older one has that classic classic blocky Minecraft look, and it still holds up pretty decent for what it is, but the newer Ender Dragons are both significantly better. The proportions are more accurate on the 2024 version, the wings look better, and it comes with an end ship, which adds a lot of value to the set. The newest one is my personal favorite because of the printed wings, and it can actually flap its wings because of the stand that it comes with. The new Ender Dragon is a massive improvement over the older one, and the dragons from here on out are going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So if you're enjoying this, subscribe and let's check out one of the coolest 2-in-1 sets LEGO's ever made. This Ninjago Ice Dragon is pretty large and it's got a lot of articulation for its size. I like the color scheme and it really sticks out as a unique design, but this set actually has more than one design to choose from, which means it has an alternate build using the exact same pieces. The second version is a 2-legged dragon warrior that stands upright and holds a giant golden blade. It almost looks like a kaiju, which is completely different from everything else we've seen so far, and this is the version that I'm adding to the lineup. This next set is from the 2017 Ninjago movie, and it has a much more mechanical look compared to the other dragons. It has a tail that it can whip back and forth, and the overall design is very unique. I really like the way the head is built, and it has some hidden jet engines on its body that make it actually feel more mechanical. The Green Ninja Mech Dragon is a mech that looks like a dragon, but this next one is a dragon that actually transforms into a mech. In dragon form, it has a forward lean to its stance with a dark red and sand green color scheme and transparent wings with some really detailed printing. There's a big sword on the tail that becomes the mech's weapon when it transforms. The transformation is pretty simple to pull off, and the mech form looks cool with reverse joint knees that make it feel more like a creature-based mech. It's a clever gimmick and one of the more unique dragons in this lineup. This set is based on a battle from the end of Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 1 with a dragon facing off against a mech. The dragon is large and well detailed, and having the mech included gives you something to actually fight against, which makes this a fun set to display and play with. This is definitely one of the more detailed dragons we've seen so far and has lots of cool effect pieces. It's also a lot bigger than I thought it would be when I first bought the set. This dragon is a giant skeleton and it looks absolutely incredible. It's over a foot long and the level of detail in the bone elements, the armor, and the wings is impressive. The best feature is that the rib cage can open up in flight and drop an exploding spider pod out of its chest. It also has 2 stud shooters and it comes with a board game element with a dice spinner so you can combine it with other sets from the same wave to play a game. And while I really like the look of this dragon, this next one is probably the best looking dragon LEGO has ever made as far as pure display goes. It has giant fabric wings and the overall sculpt is just beautiful. It's not really designed for play, it's designed to sit on a shelf and look amazing, and it does that better than any other dragon on this lineup. It's super tall and has a great fixed pose that looks like it's in motion. This is one of the older sets in the lineup and it does feel a little bit dated compared to what LEGO's doing now, but the play features really stand out. There are buzzsaws on the wings that activate when you press here, and the industrial mechanical design gives it a very different look from the organic dragons. It has a jail cell built into the body and a giant blaster on its back, which is a great play feature, and it also comes with a vehicle that has some missiles so you can battle it against the dragon. Up next we have what is the most expensive currently available set in this video at $650, and it has almost 7,000 pieces. It's a display piece with all 3 original Pokemon starter evolutions, and you can detach each one to display them separately. Charizard is technically not even classified as a dragon type in the Pokemon games despite literally being a dragon, which is a little bit ridiculous. The build itself looks incredible and the size is hard to appreciate until you see it in person. These 4 dragons are from the original pilot episodes of Ninjago back in 2011. I only have the dragon from the Fire Temple, not the full temple itself, but all 4 of these dragons have a very distinct look compared to modern Ninjago sets. The Earth Dragon has a different head mold from the other 3, which makes it stand out, and some of the exclusive pieces from these sets have gotten extremely expensive. The Ice Dragon is a little smaller than the other ones, but I still really like it. The Lightning Dragon in particular is worth around $750 used, and sealed copies can go for a couple $1,000s, which makes it the most expensive dragon in this entire video by a huge margin. It also comes with this helicopter that you can use to shoot skulls, which is a lot of fun, and there's something so nostalgic about seeing all of these dragons together. This is the newest dragon in the lineup from the Ninjago Legends wave. It's a 4-headed dragon displayed on a base fighting the Great Devourer, and the whole thing looks incredible. Each head is fully posable and the wings have printed energy details on them. It has pretty decent articulation from the waist up, and you can take the dragon off the base for posing, and the composition of the full display with the snake coming from below is some great visual design. This is a big dragon, but the next one is crazy. This is the Ninjago Source Dragon of Motion, and it's the biggest LEGO dragon ever made. It's over 25 inches long with a 29-inch wingspan, and it's fully posable with all kinds of different articulation points to make it look alive. It has a saddle throne on its back, and it comes with 6 smaller spirit dragons and 6 minifigures. This is such an insane LEGO set, and there's really nothing else in the lineup that compares to the size and presence of this build. That's all 33 dragons, and I want to know which one you like the most. Drop it in the comments down down below, check out some of my other videos on the end screen now, and thanks for watching.